Micah, Yukiro's close friend, have different views and struggling to stay positive. In the face of adversity, they are treated like farm animals. Micah keeps trying not to lose hope. On the other side, Yukiro feels a deep anger as a result of this situation. It struggles with inner conflict between his will to survive and his will to fight the oppressive vampires. After losing his friends, Yukiro is faced with the choice to join a demon slayer organization. This offer became a turning point for him in the search, revenge and effort to restore the glory of mankind. After the battle, Yukiro received the award and was assigned to a unit for vampire destruction by Gurren. This is a sign of recognition of courage and the dedication in protecting others. Vampire extermination unit undergo special training to get a crucial deadly weapon. In the face of the threat of vampires, this weapon became an important component in every mission that they owe. On the way, Yukiro faced great challenges while fighting against stronger disciples. This fight highlights the importance of teamwork. In the face of far more formidable foes, the crisis facing Kimizuki forced her to choose between the responsibilities of a soldier and love for his family. This decision reflects profound human values in every individual. In the meantime, the vampire queen feel threatened by the presence of an army of demon exterminators. This sense of being threatened triggers the tension is deepening between vampires and humans. Gurren tests the mental strength of his students with an extreme method. Only those who have enough mental resilience that can continue to the next stage emphasize how important it is. The mental aspect of this struggle. Mitsuba member. The team was initially hesitant to join, but ended up getting involved in a dangerous mission. Strained relationship between him and Yukiro add to this challenging team dynamic. The mission is the team's first step toward eliminating vampires who hunt humans. They have the noble duty to liberate people who have been victimized by vampires. Fighting a class vampire low in the underground station shows compactness. Team with cooperation. They managed to free children caught, as well as understanding Yukiro's motivation to help others. The use of doping pills can increase the strength, but it also contains serious health risks. Taking more than one pill, potentially significantly damaging internal organs. After the helicopter attack, the team members fought hard to save Corporal. They have to face obstacles to ensure safety. Their counterparts on the battlefield. Yukiro's inner conflict arises when he had to choose between saving his friends or help Micah. He was caught in a dilemma between loyalty and betrayal, especially when the situation is getting precarious. Micah also has an important role in keeping Yukiro so as not to do reckless, especially when dealing with other humans. These actions reflect the human values that are still in the middle of a conflict with a vampire family. Hirage, as the strongest demon-slaying force in Japan, took over the battle against the vampires. This shows how important strength and cooperation in the face of deadly threats. Gurren did an experiment on Yukiro to improve his ability against vampires. But this experiment raises a moral dilemma about individual use for a greater purpose. Kroll expresses his anger towards Ferrite after an encounter with other vampire royals raised doubts about the success of the experiment that went. This creates tension in their relationship. Gurren preparing his team for a dangerous mission by emphasizing importance of strategy and collaboration. They have to come together to deal with threats. The noble vampires. Micah caught in a moral dilemma when it almost lost control while kidnapping children. This shows the inner conflict that it experiences as a figure vampire who is trying to maintain his humanity. Kimizuki and Yukiro plotting a strategy to fight vampires who have the ability to connect hands. They exploit weaknesses vampires to dominate the battle. Gurren and his team have a hard time when dealing with vampires, ability that resulted in heavy losses. Even so, rescue mission remains top priority, even with high risk. Micah trying to protect AI of a fatal decision while surrounded by vampires. The theme of cooperation and sacrifice became very clear. In the midst of tension, team strategy in saving his comrades, very crucial. Makoto's team also attempted to free the hostages from the grip of a threatening vampire. Magic power, illusion used by Gosi, be the deciding factor in a battle. About Cowley, quickly managed to shatter the Illusio. Demonstrated an exceptional ability in strategy. Yuichiro, who feels attached to Gua, went to great lengths to save her, despite having to face great risks. This emotional connection motivates Yuichiro to act boldly. Micah fights to protect Yukiro in the midst of an increasingly precarious situation where many of their friends lost their lives. This shows how important the bond of friendship in the face of crisis. Internal conflict appeared to Micah feels pressured not to make himself monsters by sucking human blood. This adds a layer of complexity to the Micah character. In his struggle, Yuichiro was determined to find how to restore Micah to Huma. Despite the results of his experimental seems impossible, it reflects the expectations and efforts that never goes out in her. Appearance of Mirai as an angel figure changed the situation, but it serves as a tool to summon a more dangerous demo. This creates a new tension between the characters. Yuichiro fights against the urge to save Gurren despite his friends suggesting to retreat. This shows deep inner conflict and difficult choices that it had to face after acquiring overwhelming strength. Yuichiro managed to destroy the Devil Abado quickly. This marks major changes in the dynamics of combat and the new power it has.